Welcome back to another District 75 AI tutorial. Today you will learn how to use AI to turn your curriculum into student-friendly infographics. We're going to simplify the text and boost the visuals to improve accessibility and maintain the integrity of the original resource. The platform we're going to use today is called Google Gemini, and we will be using the Create Images feature. The first thing we're going to need to do is open up Google Chrome, and we're going to navigate to gemini.google.com. Once we arrive here, you'll see there are a couple parts to the screen. We have our prompt box right here. We have our chat history on the left side here. This menu will collapse or open up if you click on this hamburger menu here. There's also the option here to create an image. It's called Nano Banana. That is what they named it. Right now they've changed the icon to a little snowman, but just know that if anyone references Nano Banana, it's just talking about creating images inside of Gemini. So today we are going to check out this resource over here. Now, this resource is pretty good with images, but there is a lot of text for my students, and I want them to have something that they can refer back to, and I could create an infographic that could work as an anchor chart, or just so students will be able to access this particular resource. So this resource is about the 3 branches of government. Now, there are a couple ways that we could address this. We could just copy and paste all this information, or we could use the document itself. For this particular one, we're just going to copy and paste the information in there. But if you wanted to use the whole document to create an infographic, you can click on this Add Files button here and add that exact document. So let's take this information, because I know that this may be too many words and a little overwhelming for some of my students to understand, but we want them to get the gist of it by using an infographic instead. That might be something that's more accessible for our students. Pause the video here and find a curriculum resource you would like to make more accessible by turning it into an infographic. So I'm going to type create an accessible infographic based on the paragraph pasted below. This infographic is for middle school students, but make the writing or text at let's say a 3rd grade level. Keep the text to a minimum, but maintain the integrity of the main idea of the original text. Let's say 811 classroom. 11 classroom, but make the writing or text at a 3rd grade level. Okay, now I'm going to put all the text in there, and I want to remember to click on this create image. So now it's going to take this information, and it knows it wants an accessible infographic. It knows the audience, it knows what level, and it knows that it wants a lot less text. So let's see what it creates based on this. The main idea of this paragraph was that it is about the 3 branches of government. So I made this with the original Nano Banana, but it looks like we also have access to something called Nano Banana Pro. So I'm going to click on here because I like it, but I don't love it. The beginning of the paragraph talked about imagining if you were on an island with your friends, how would you create a government? So that's what that's referencing here. The words are mostly spelled correctly. I think everything is correct. But I also don't love that this isn't center aligned. All 3 parts work together. No part is too... Okay, so something happened weird here. So we're going to click on more and go to redo with Pro and see if we get a better result. Okay, so when we created this one, our government's 3 parts, it actually went to, looks like it referenced Teachers Pay Teachers here and some other infographics. So it has some sources, and it took that and put it into this infographic. And this one looks a lot better. I like as an anchor chart for reference later on. To save it, you could just click on it. Let's just review it, make sure that we're ensuring that it is all correct. You know what? I don't love where it says the president. It doesn't say legislative there. So actually, I'm going to go back. And so I put together a new prompt. We want to adjust this image so it has the title of each branch of the government, because I don't see that on here. It says the judges, courts, the president, the lawmakers, but I really want them to know the vocabulary of executive branch, legislative branch, and judicial branch. So I'm going to send it through again to see if it'll make those edits for me. Okay, after editing it and making it redo with Nano Banana Pro, I was able to adjust it. It changed the size of the color here to make it look more professional. Let's look at it large here. Decide the laws. No part is too strong. They work together. Legislative, executive branch, judicial branch. Okay, I like this, so I'm going to save this. Always remember to review any of the output from any AI platform. We want to ensure that the information that we're passing on to our students is accurate. So we need our keen eyes to review everything before it goes out to students, especially if we're creating it using artificial intelligence. After you download the image, you could check in your folders and open it up to make sure it looks the way you expect. And here's our new infographic that we could use that might be more accessible for our students than giving them a page of text. Use AI responsibly and consider the environmental impact. For more information or to provide feedback, please visit www.d75stem.com/AI. Thanks for watching.